What is going on, everybody? Everybody. Had to restart. Oh, okay. There you go with the peanut.
All right, there we go. We back in action now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Hold on, let me fix the camera real quick. Yes, sir. Let me see. Hold on.
Brody, you need a haircut.
I know.
You
I ain't getting the cut
need
till
a
this Friday.
lineup. Oh, yeah. I
I know. I ain't getting
feel
the
you.
cut till this Friday. All right, there we go.
I'm going to cut mine probably tomorrow.
Man, look who talking. You got gray hair, nigga. All
Oh,
right,
nigga, man.
man, I know.
I've been
Yo,
around
welcome to
a couple times.
the. Yo, welcome to the Man Gone podcast. You already know who I be. I be the humble king. You already know who that be. That be Mr. Fat Boy Chronicles himself.
What he do?
Man, before I begin, man, I just want to say thank y'all, man. God bless y'all today, man. And thank y'all for liking and sharing our posts. And, for all the views and everything, man. Everything is greatly appreciated.
Back.
But today, man, I want to talk about two things. I want to talk about. We gonna definitely talk about the playoffs later. But the first thing I want to talk about is relationships, man. Because basically, what I mean by relationships, man. Because in today's generation, and every time I look up, man, I look on the internet, and just period, man. Every time the relationship ends, everything be going good. But every time the relationship ends, it's always the man's fault. Do females ever think that, damn, maybe it's me? Damn, maybe it's me. That's the problem. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me.
Bro,
That's the issues. I mean, tell me something, bro.
okay, so this is a great debate. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I'm listening.
Oh, okay, cool. So this is a debate that's been going on TikTok, all over social media about women taking accountability for things that they do and how they do. Let me say this. I've never been with a woman who never took accountability for nothing. Like most of the women I've been with, they'll take accountability and say, I'm the one that did it wrong or I'm the one that did foul or whatever. The problem is that that's the very issue is that a lot of times women don't see their flaws in a
They
lot of
sure don't.
situations. They
It's
don't
all.
see their f ups. Dudes do it a lot. Don't get me wrong. Dudes do it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But women have this thing where they have a very hard time. There's literally memes and all kind of stuff talking about how women have a very hard time accepting when they're wrong. And the problem is that they can't. I think what it is with women accepting that they're wrong is the fact that nobody who likes to admit when they're wrong. Nobody does. However,
I
that's the
mean,
thing with women. They
nah,
don't.
I can't speak for everybody though, because a part of being a man, is
Is that mean
is
when you're wrong?
accountability.
Right.
Like if you know
Right.
100% if you're wrong, except for if you're in the police eyes or in the court of law. Hey, I can't hold myself accountable, man. Look, I'm guilty till
No,
proven
I feel
innocent.
you. I feel you.
But far as like real life situations, man, that's what people have to learn in general, man. Like you have to take some type of accountability. I better say,
Fact.
man, that's the realest shit. If you ask me, man, that's the realest shit on the planet, man. For a person to take accountability for themselves. Like if they in the middle of an argument and they know for a fact they know for a fact they wrong. Like I do it all the time. Like I snap out like a motherfucker. Be like, man, fuck you. I'll be ready to snap or whatever. But once
Hmm.
I calm down to like reevaluate the situation and pinpoint first, I'm gonna start off where I went in at my end. When I see my flaws or whatever, then that's why I hold myself accountable. Like, okay, damn, that was my fault. Damn, that was my fault. It wasn't your fault. That was my fault. I was overreacting. I mean, that's the type of accountability I mean. But like, far as like relationship wise,
Mm,
Every time I look up, like, bro, every time I look up, man, the female, every time the relationship ends, even if it's a good dude doing everything, like, even if it's a good dude doing everything by the books, he come home, you know, he do, I better say, he the provider, he do everything that he's supposed to do, yet the woman, yet the woman ready for the relationship to end, and then out of nowhere, it's the man's fault.
yeah, it's um. I just feel like it's just women not knowing how to take accountability. A lot of times, their mamas didn't teach them how to take accountability because they didn't know how to take accountability. They didn't know how to apologize for when they was wrong, or if they effed up in a conversation and knew they was wrong but don't want to admit. Like, women have such a hard time with that, and the I think what it is I'm gonna just be honest. They're not being grown. Because at the end of the day, you got to be grown to take full
Exactly.
responsibility of something. You got to be an adult to take full responsibility of something. You can't just be sitting there, blaming everybody for every single thing that goes on. Because at some point, you got to look in the mirror at yourself. It's that Michael Jackson song, that Man in the Mirror.
Hmm.
You got to look at you and be like, well, damn, where did I mess up at? Like, I'm one of
Exactly.
them people. I had a situation this weekend, bro, where I had to sit there, I had to take accountability, and I had to apologize because of something that happened, and I knew I was fouling out of order. So I'm like, okay, hold on, I gotta correct that. Let me correct that. Because at first I was standing 10 toes, like I ain't do nothing wrong, I ain't apologizing, I ain't do. But something was telling me like, no, you need to apologize. You need to rectify that because the way you handled it, you weren't wrong in the stance. You were just wrong in how you delivered it. So
Exactly.
that's the problem with women. They don't know how to say, "Damn, I was wrong." They would rather just play the
They'd rather
victim
just argue.
sometimes
They
or
will
argue
argue it all
the
the
point.
way,
Yeah,
argue with it all the way down to the point
hmm
where it's like, man, look, fuck it, you right, I'm wrong.
yeah. They rather do that. They rather argue the point, or they'll rather just sit there in it and be like, "Oh well, I ain't wrong, and I ain't this, and I ain't that." But yeah, I was wrong. But or yeah, I did this foul, but you made me do this, or you made me go this direction. No, I didn't make you do anything. You chose to do that. That was all your own cognitive thinking to go in that
Hmm.
direction or do whatever you decided to do. Like when women cheat, and again, I know men do a lot of this, but when women cheat, women will sit there and not take any accountability for why they cheat.
Now, it's always the man.
But
It's
they'll
always
sit
the
there,
man.
it's always the dude. It's
It's always
always
gonna be the man's fault.
it's always oh, I cheated because you wasn't giving me enough attention. I cheated because you wasn't doing this and you wasn't doing that. Well, I gotta work, man. I got bills to pay.
Oh, we
I
don't.
gotta make sure this is
Or
maintained.
or they favorite line. We don't spend enough time together.
Right.
You want me to be the provider. You want me to be the provider, right? Let me provide. I'm about to say, let me provide first, man. I'm about to say, then we can spend time. Then we can spend time together. But then again,
Let these bills get in order. Yeah.
how about to say, man, let's make sure the house and the kids in order first, man. I'm about to say, then we can get some time to ourselves together, man. But nowadays, man, everything got to come out of pocket. Like you got to focus on. Okay, I understand the kid. I understand the kids. I'm about to say the kids is priority. I'm about to say that's not no problem. But it's like you gotta focus on the kids in the house and me. And I'm about saying if you don't, there's always another nigga gonna say that's gonna appreciate me. And then at the end, when you find out or whatever, when you find out when they get caught, the first thing they say is, "Well, it's your fault. Well, it's your fault. Well, it's your fault." Like, damn, was it? Do you ever look in the mirror and ever think that it's your fault?
Nope, they don't. Because they automatically assume like they weren't wrong. oh, you wasn't here, you wasn't spending time, you wasn't doing the things you needed to do as my man, you wasn't giving me enough attention, you wasn't this or that. Well, that's where communication comes in. You got to tell me these things. Sometimes, as a man, we have tunnel vision sometimes, and sometimes we're so tunnel vision that we're like, okay, I got to pay this bill, I got to make sure this is paid, I got to make sure the mortgage and the rent is taken care of, I got to make sure that the car notes is on point, the
And
insurance, the this, the that.
that's and that's the number one. I don't mean to cut you off, bro. And that's the number
No,
one
go ahead.
thing, in my opinion, that females don't understand is they,
Mhm.
as a man, we have a million and one things going on in our head because we gotta think about how we gonna first how we gonna provide for not only the family, how we gonna provide for you, and how we gonna keep the house over our head. It's a
Mhm.
million and one things going in our damn head. How we about to say ain't nothing like you said? Communication comes in there. Ain't nothing wrong with throwing out like, hey baby, it's
Right.
been a minute since we went out or whatever. Oh damn, baby, you know what that's right here. We gotta
Right.
pick a date for that. I mean, that's where the like you said, that's where the communication part comes in there, man.
Mhm.
Cause it's like we can't. I'm about to say shit. We got a million and one things going on in our head. I'm about to say shit. We love you. We know we gonna be there for you. But at the same time, shit, we got to keep. I'm
Right.
about to say we got to keep in mind, shit. We got a million and one things going on in our head. I'm about to say communicate. I'm about to say let us know.
Mhm. Yeah,
I'm about to say cause
because
yeah,
because
go ahead.
it has to be communication, and a lot of times that's what goes on when things break down in a relationship is clear communication. It's things that um need to be talked about and need to be said, but it doesn't get said. So then you ended up like men do this. Men cheat a lot of times because women think men cheat because they want to. A lot of times men don't want to cheat. It's just a simple fact of it's the same thing with y'all. There's no stability there. There's no, you're not giving me the attention that I'm looking for. And women do the same thing. But however, it's called, a lot of times I've seen men take responsibility and be like, yeah, I cheated. I did this. I did that. But women have a hard time saying that. Women will say, yes, I cheated. But there's always a but at the end of it. There's always a, oh, well, I cheated and I did wrong, but if you had been around, if you had took less time working, and see, that's another
Or
thing
have
that
you
I have
had
to
been
do
paying attention
too,
to?
bro.
Or they
Yeah.
favorite line, had you been paying attention to me, I wouldn't have to do these. Wouldn't have to do these things.
Yeah.
First of all how I look at it. This is what you signed up for.
Mm-hmm.
You wanted a man. You wanted a man that was going to provide for you, provide for your kids, and keep a roof over your head.
Right.
Then the main three things you wanted, you get it. You get it. You know the hours that this man. You know the hours that this man gets, and you know the type of job that he has that might demand work.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have to understand the only thing the man asks you to do is stay home and to raise the kids. If that's the case, man, if that's the case, man, if you don't want none of that, man, that go to the front door. That was me in my shoes, man, if you don't want none of that, man, none of that, then there go the front door right there. It's that easy. Just go ahead, pack your bags and leave, baby. Cause I'm doing everything you ask. I'm doing everything you ask me. I'm trying to make time for us so we can spend together, but you know how crazy. But the hours are at work, and sometimes we come home tired. We come home tired and everything. They don't understand. They don't understand things. The first thing they want to do is, oh no, you weren't paying attention to me. Let me dip out this way. Then nah, that's where it goes wrong. Is
A lot of them, bro, I'm gonna be honest, a lot of women, a lot of sisters are used to Pookies and Ray Rays.
say it
Because
again. Repeat
Pookies,
that again.
so a lot of women are used to Pookies and Ray Rays.
Ah, okay. I feel
Yeah,
you on
the
that one.
Pookies and the Ray Rays. See, the
Mm-hmm.
Pookies and the Ray Rays, a lot of times, they don't have a job. They don't have any stability. They don't have anything going for themselves. So what they do is, you know, they can spend time with, said woman all the time, or they can put in all that energy over there and, and can give them the D and all that. the men like us who work and who take care of business, we get, we get in the simp category, but that's a whole nother topic.
Man, I was just
But
about to say, man, we get thrown in a simp conversation,
yeah,
man.
we get thrown in the simp conversation all
Man,
the time.
having a 9 to 5, a decent job, man, where you ain't out flashing,
Yeah.
flashing your jewelry and everything. You rather stay home than stay in the
Mhm.
damn clubs. Yeah, you a simp nowadays.
Yeah, it's a crazy thing, but what it is, bro, like I said in the very beginning, it's just the fact of that women don't know how to take full responsibility because they haven't been taught a lot of times how to take full responsibility for the things that they say and the things that they do. They think it's okay a lot of times because they're women, and that's just the truth of the matter. Like I said, men and women do all of these things, but right now we're just talking about women.
Exactly.
So,
First
um,
thing a man, first thing if a man don't take accountability, what's the first thing they call us? And I hate to see it, because it's an ugly word in the dictionary, a bitch.
yeah, yeah, because you
But
can't,
that's,
because then
but
you're
that's,
labeled, then you get labeled, then you're the dude that, oh, you're a liar and you're a manipulator. Well, wait a minute, ma'am. Hold on a second. Okay, I'll be that. But what about you? Because nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect in any situation. Nobody's perfect. Nobody comes across perfect. Nobody does anything perfect when it comes to relationships. However, for some reason, men can take responsibility a lot of the time. I'm not saying in every situation. That don't happen in every situation. You know what I'm saying? Man, a lot of times men don't. But the majority of the time men take responsibility. But when it comes to women, they damn near pass out and faint. Oh my God, I gotta take accountability. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like it's
man, look,
crazy, bro.
I'm about to say, they got, oh my goodness, I gotta take accountability. I gotta really say I'm sorry.
I gotta really shit it. I really got to apologize to this Negro. Oh no, yeah, baby, you did wrong. You was out of pocket. You up here yelling and screaming at me like I'm your child. You up here cussing me out, calling me all out my name.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of y'all taking responsibility, y'all think a lot of times women think head and all the other stuff that's an apology. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't even it. A lot of times,
I mean,
like that don't even solve the issue, man. We still have an issue here. So, like, that's what I mean by taking accountability. And a lot of times, men don't require women to take accountability either.
no.
They don't, because they take the simple road. They take the because men are so a lot of men are so sex hungry. They'll take the booty and the head over an apology. No, I need my apology the same way I give it to you. You you called
Now I'm
me
about to
all
say,
kinds
man,
of
that
bitches and
trick. I'm about to
hoes
say,
just an
man,
hour ago
that trick has been used from the dawn since the dawn
from
of time.
from
It
the
don't work.
caveman.
That shit don't work. That shit don't work with me. I'm about to say, I'm gonna
It
get
don't.
that automatically. Goddamn, I want my
It
apology.
don't.
Goddamn,
I can give a
I want
good
my trophy.
damn.
Goddamn, I want my trophy. Goddamn, give me my
Yeah,
apology. Goddamn,
give me my apology.
man,
Give me my
give me
respect.
my trophy. Goddamn it. Let me.
You up
Yeah, I'm about to say,
here?
yeah. Let me get that apology about you.
Babe, let me do this for you. Babe, let me do this.
Let me do that for you. I'm about to say, yeah, that's a great idea, but I still want that apology
I
about you
still need
now.
that apology
I
because
mean,
an
bro,
apology goes a longer way than what you do for me sexually, or they'll go in the kitchen. I'm a cook, or I'm a this, or I'm a that. But you will have yet to come to me and be like, babe, let me sit down. I was out of pocket for calling you a bitch ass nigga.
there you are about to say, that's
They,
it, man.
they don't say that.
Accountability, man, that is the most, I'm about to say, man, that is the most honest shit. I about to say, man, no woman, that's the most honest shit that you can do, man. I about to say, you gain more respect for me. You gain more respect for me by holding yourself accountable,
Mm,
saying that you're wrong in the situation, and just sitting up there pointing the finger at me, making it seem like it's my fault, knowing damn well that it's your fault. Like I ain't even gonna lie, bro. Like the last, like not the last relationship that I was in, but back in high school, the girl that this girl I used to go with, her name was Alicia, whatever.
mm,
We talked. I
mm.
about to say we talked for a good minute, bro. Talked for a good minute, bro. I mean, I was head over heels for the girl.
Okay.
But you know, the girl, but she was like 15, 16 at the time, man. When I say she was well beyond her years, I'm about to say, man, she had me like, what was that nigga name in Pinocchio? The one that was
I
using
know
him,
what you're talking about. Yeah,
I'm about to say, man, look, she was Geppetto. I think his name was Geppetto or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
And I'm about to
Geppetto.
say
Yeah,
she was Geppetto and I was Pinocchio, goddamn it. She had me down. I'm about to say she had me by her
yeah.
fingers. I'm about to say I went clueless because everybody, all my homies was telling me like, hey, man, she been around the block, man. She been around the block. So I'm like, man, I ain't want to think nothing of it. So kind of find out. So when I did find out, and you know, I went to go confronting her with it. So I'm like, man. So I'm like, man. So you did this and you did that, bro. She honestly said it. She was like, you know what, man? You a good dude. You know, you a good dude and whatever, man. You'll make the right girl happy. But you know, I'm into bad boys. I like bad niggas. He was like, you just too much of them. At that time, she
Oh,
basically
that
kept it
gets
with me
on
like
my
she was like
nerve.
too much. She was like, you too much. She was like, you too much of a lamb. I'm like, shit. At least she held herself accountable. Keith,
Listen,
how about
I
say,
hate that, bro.
at least she,
I hate
huh?
it. I hate it. I hate
What? Nah, hold on now. She held about to say she held herself accountable. She held herself. She was like,
it.
bro. She was like, bro. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. You just wasn't my type at that time, and you know. I ain't mean to like lead you. I ain't mean to like lead you astray at that thing. I'm about to say I ain't even gonna lie. At that time, that was my actual, first heartbreak, and I'm like, damn, man.
Thank you for the
I
love.
felt
Thank you for
salty,
the
but
love.
at the same time, though, I'm glad she held herself accountable. But she just flat out told me, she was like, yeah, I cheated. She was like, yeah, I'm gonna be with him. So I'm like, you know what? Hey, that's what I'm like, man. Look at that time, I'm like, man, I'm about to be 17. You about to be damn near 18 years old, bro. Suck that shit up, chin up. Send up, take that L, keep it moving, bro. Far as the accountability how she went. I mean, it was bogus how she did it, but at the same time, I was shocked that she actually
Was
held
honest.
herself accountable
Right.
for how it
Right.
ended. And I'm like,
Right.
what? And I'm like, whoa. I'm like, damn. She actually held herself accountable. I'm like, man, that was the first time I ever heard a woman out her mouth say, "Okay, I was wrong." Like even the women I grew up around, they never held themselves accountable. Never said they are bad people. Never, not gonna sit up and say they bad people, but it's just they never held themselves accountable.
Mhm.
Especially the ones in like in the '70s, like in the '80s and the '70s. Oh, it's a wrap. Ain't no, I'm about to say shit. They word is final. I'm about to say if they wrong, shit. They wrong and
Yeah.
they man. They wrong and they man. They gonna apologize in their head. They're not gonna say it out loud.
No,
I'm
because
about to say
women don't like. A
ain't
lot
no
of
change.
times,
I'm about to
women
say
don't like to be.
exactly.
They don't like
Ain't
to
no
be
changing
told that
that.
they're wrong.
But
Yeah.
far as Alicia, but far as like she went, I'm like, man, I was just kind of shocked. Like I'm like, damn, she actually held herself accountable for how it ended. So now I'm
Thank you for
like,
the
man, look,
love. Thank you for the love.
but man, look, I'm like, but now I'm about to say now I know I'm about to say now it's a lot different, but
Mm.
back then it was like that's the only woman that I can honestly say that's the last woman that I can honestly say held herself accountable. About to say other than that, like man, I never heard of a woman held herself accountable not one time.
No, I've had the experience of being with women who held themselves accountable. Um, but the problem is that, like I said before, it's responsibility. It's about being an adult. It's about telling your truth and being real about what you're saying and how you do it. Um, you can't sit there and tiptoe around and say you can't sit there and say to a man you a bitch ass nigga and then turn around and think that man gonna be cool after that. Words are damaging. Things you say and do to
Especially
people are
coming from a
damaging.
woman's mouth. Yes,
The tongue is the worst. Like you can say the worst things out of your mouth that will stick with people. There's things people have said to me when I was a kid that still stick to me today because words have that much power. There's power in the tongue.
it
You know what I'm
is.
saying? Like you can preach life and you can preach death out your mouth. It's a fact, and it's a fact to the point where you can preach out your mouth positivity to your man or your woman, or you can preach out negativity to them to their detriment, and that will affect them in how they move, how they do things, and how they operate. That's why it's so important if you feel a certain type of way about certain things to go and tell that person. Or even if that person you feel like they're not taking responsibility for what they did, you go to them and tell them like, I thought it was super foul what you did.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of times people don't think that they wrong in what they do. So you got to go to them and tell them, you can't be no simp dude just sitting off to the side like, oh, she said what she did. And, it ain't bothering me. It ain't. Be real. It hurt. That shit hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Calling me a punk ass nigga hurt. A bitch ass nigga that hurt. Let me go to let me go tell Shorty that this I wasn't feeling that. Now she turned around and she like, well, I called you that because of whoopty woo woo. That's not taking responsibility. That's sitting there, you know, victim blaming, if you want to put it in that way. But
Exactly.
but if you turn around and you tell her like and you authoritative about what you're saying, like, hold on, there was no need to call me that at all whatsoever. Because if I turned around and called you a stanky booty ass heifer, you wouldn't have liked it.
There you
And
go.
a lot of times when you tell them that, they'll look at it and be like, you know what? You absolutely right. You are a full grown man. I have no right to call you a bitch of any kind.
Exactly.
Yep. So that's really what it is, bro. It's really communication. It's really conversation. And it's really just letting whoever you're with know where your boundaries are. And then
Mm-hmm.
that way, if you show where your boundaries are, a lot of times people won't tip into your boundary area. They won't sit there and say certain things, and they won't sit there and act like they can't take responsibility because you're going to require them to take it. Like, no, you're not finna just sit here and call me any other kind of thing. That's not what's happening.
Exactly.
Hmm.
You hit it. I was about to say, man, you hit it right on the head, man. Like you said, man, it's all about communication.
It's communication. It's conversation. It's letting people not be a habitual line stepper and call you and say any type of thing to you and you don't respond to that. You have to respond. And no, you're not a sucker if you respond to something. I know there's this narrative out here that men shouldn't be arguing with women and men shouldn't be doing this and that's sassy and check this out. Ain't nothing sassy with me coming to you telling you, hey, I'm not feeling how you doing or what you saying to me. Ain't nothing sassy about that. That's
Oh yeah,
called
I'm gonna confront. I'm about to say, I'm gonna
boundaries.
confront you. If I
Yeah,
feel,
I'm
man,
confront you.
if I feel disrespected, I'm
I'm
gonna confront you. Cause that's
say
just like with
something
anybody.
to
That's
you.
just like
Exactly.
that's with anybody. You let a female get away with let her keep calling you, keep letting her call you out your name,
Mhm.
and keep doing the same thing. They're gonna feel like they can keep doing it constantly if you don't say nothing. That's
But
when you
bro,
gotta open your.
they got this thing out here now where they feel like if men say certain things to women about where they stand with their feelings and different things like that, they call them simps or they call dudes sassy. Oh, why you? telling me you're being sassy. Everything we do as men is sassy nowadays. If we say we not feeling something, that's sassy.
Man, look, everything we do is sassy,
Everything
man. We breathe,
we do is sassy.
man. Look,
If
we
we
take
eat
a
a pickle,
deep breath. We take
it's
a
sassy.
deep breath. We sassy. I mean,
Yeah,
damn. I mean, damn. We can't even take the glasses off our face and fold them. Ooh, that's sassy.
that's
What
sassy.
the?
That's sassy.
I goddamn.
Why you eating that pickle like that? That's sassy. Well, how else am I supposed to eat a pickle, ma'am?
Oh
Like,
man, then they kill me with this whole glizzy situation, man. It's a
oh
hot
God,
dog,
that get
goddamn
on
it.
my nerves. Cause
It's a hot
I'm a
dog.
I'm a bratwurst dude. I like a good brat. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
It's a
So
damn.
I don't
It's
care
a
what
damn.
nobody be talking about.
It's a damn shame I gotta duck my head under the damn seats to eat a
Right?
damn
Like
hot dog now because they thinking it's a glitch. And talking about he eating a glizzy, man. First of
he
all,
eating a
man,
glizzy.
get that cake.
He eating a glizzy. You can't even eat a popsicle. You can't
No,
eat a popsicle. You know
no.
why you can't eat a popsicle? Because it's sassy. It's sassy to
Exactly.
eat a popsicle. It's sassy to sit there and you know, have a conversation with a woman or have an argument with a woman. You're sassy if you argue with a woman. What? I'm sassy because I'm telling you that I'm not feeling something that you doing that make me sassy? That's
Exactly.
crazy.
Exactly. Man, I'm glad I'm about to say, man, I'm glad we got on that conversation, man, because I'm about to say that was an excellent topic, man. I had to put
Yeah.
that out there.
Yeah,
Man, we ain't
that's
got.
all it is. At the end of the day, it's communication and letting people know where you stand 10 toes down. If you don't let people know where you stand 10 toes down, people go walk all over you and make you look like a clown out here. Real shit.
Hey, well said, bro. Well said.
Mhm.
I about to say we ain't got that much time, man. I
Nah,
wanted to branch off.
we ain't got too much time. I
We
know.
ain't got. I wanted to branch off into sports real
Let's
quick,
do it.
man. But
Let's do
man,
it.
look,
Let's talk about it. What we
I
talking
gotta
about?
talk about, man. Look, I gotta talk about Saturday, man.
Can we wait
The
before we go
Washington,
there?
bro.
Before we go there,
The,
the Bears hired Ben Johnson.
oh man, I seen that.
I like
That's the
people.
best move. When I say that's the best move the Bears have made since Lovie Smith.
I think that's going to be a really good move for them. They're targeting the defensive coordinator from the Saints as their D coordinator. I don't know if they're going to let Ben Johnson be the head coach and the OC. I think he needs to go get an OC personally, but I think it's a great hire by the Bears. I think that it's going to help Caleb a lot because
It
Ben is a
is.
very good play caller.
It is. I'm about to say Caleb Williams. I'm about to say everybody bashing Caleb Williams talking about he was awful. Caleb Williams was actually good. It was just the coaches and the play. And I ain't even gonna say the players because he got weapons around him. The coaches that were around him did not know what to do. Matt, what the fuck, definitely didn't know what to do.
He
The defensive coordinator.
actually did not know what he was doing. I don't even know how he got another stint to be head coach of the Bears after the debacle he had the year before where they had the first pick overall. Like that's crazy to me.
Exactly, man. And I'm like, man, when he first got there, I already know. I'm like, man, this ain't gonna be no different from John Fox when we was in the John Fox era.
Yeah.
They did. I about to say they were going the right direction with Matt Nagy, but you see what happened with him. They let him go after one season, and they messed it up. And they messed it up then when they had Mitch Trubisky. When they had Mitch Trubisky and him, we
Yeah,
he,
because you one thing you gotta have, bro, is you gotta have a coach and a quarterback on the same page.
mm-hmm.
No matter what, I'm a 49er fan, you know that.
Oh yeah,
Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you now.
We're joined at the hip when it comes to Brock Purdy and Kyle Shanahan. Joined at the hip. You got
What
to have that with your quarterback.
Oh yeah, you definitely do. You gotta have that quarterback.
But go ahead, bro. My fault. I just
Washington,
wanted to put that out
Washington
there
Red,
real quick.
Washington Redskins are a prime example. Are a prime
Mhm.
example of how you're supposed to develop a rookie quarterback.
Yep.
Jaden Daniels, in my opinion, man, I've never seen no rookie play like that in I don't know how long. That kid is that kid is light years beyond his rookie years. Light years.
A
Anytime you
lot
can
of
go to
people. Go ahead.
Detroit,
Mm.
Detroit, the hottest team in the NFL, the team that's like damn near predicted to go to the Super Bowl, and you get demolished by a rookie in
Molly.
Washington.
They Molly.
And I mean, I
Detroit.
mean, it wasn't even a close game. I'm talking about they destroyed. I'm about to say they destroyed the Detroit Lions defense like it was nothing. The offense, I mean, in my opinion, bro, I'm not even gonna lie. I knew Detroit was gonna fuck up somewhere in that game because they were just too. How can I put it? They were just too big headed. Like, oh, we got this. Oh, we got this, man. We ain't worried about them. Now, knowing Washington has spent hours, days preparing for you guys. It's like y'all was playing checkers, they was playing chess. All the moves. Then what killed me about Detroit is they coming out with all these fake plays. They coming out with all these plays of where they want to fake. They want to call fake plays and all that. Nah, you're not in the regular season. This is the playoffs. These guys are hungry. They gonna see that coming. Like, oh, they about to do a fake play or they about to do a fee flick. Oh, we already on
But
it. And
see, that's where Detroit, I feel like last year, when they played the 49ers in the NFC Championship game, they would have won that game if number one, their coach would have stopped going for fourth downs, and number two, if they had sat there and kicked field goals instead of trying to go for, the extra yard or 2 yards, and their dudes kept dropping balls. That was a lot of what happened last year when they played us because they were running, they were killing us. I was like, oh, this is over. This is a thrashing. But we came back because number one, we went into halftime, we saw what they was doing, we made the adjustments, and then their head coach, I love their head coach. I love the Lions coach. But he has a
Dan Campbell, I have nothing bad to say about Dan Campbell. He's good.
no, he's a great coach. The problem with Dan Campbell is I'm interested to see next year how they go ball out too, because they're not gonna have Ben. So with him is he's too much of a gambler when it comes to certain situations and certain things. He has to learn how to play within the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of their games this year, they got very lucky. A lot of them. They damn near they damn near didn't beat the 49ers who didn't even make the playoffs. They only won that game by 3.
Yep.
Full tilt at that point. A lot of people were like, oh, they didn't have all their players and this and that. No excuses in the playoffs. You either win or you go home. There's no excuse.
That's it.
And Jaden, that boy, let me say something about the Commanders real quick. Thank God that Dan Snyder was made to give that team up. Thank God for that. Because if not, Magic and the people that came in with Magic wouldn't have been able to do what they're doing right now. I have
Exactly.
a feeling that they're going to win and go to the Super Bowl. They're that
Me too.
good. Jaden Daniels
And
is that good.
I told people, man, I said the dark horse of the playoffs
It's going
is
to
the
be
Washington
the
Commanders.
Commanders. Yeah.
They gonna be the one. I said, man, they gonna be the sleeper team that's gonna go to the Super Bowl. My boy Wally was telling me, he was like, man, look, it's gonna be Detroit and it's gonna be Baltimore. Oh, let's not even talk about. I'm about to say, yeah, gotta talk about Baltimore. You gotta talk about the Bills too. Let me tell you, I'm about to say Baltimore. The problem with the problem with Baltimore, man, is that they just like who the hell they just played? Just like Detroit,
Mm-hmm.
Baltimore was too big headed. Baltimore was too big headed. They underestimated the Bills because they figure like, oh, Josh Allen ain't got all his weapons. He ain't on shit. First of all, this is
Mm-hmm.
Josh. Okay, first of all, you gotta look at the name. This is Josh Allen we're talking about. This
Mm-hmm.
ain't Josh Allen. This is not Josh Allen, the linebacker. This is Josh Allen, the quarterback, not the linebacker, the quarterback. The linebacker, okay, I can see you running all over him,
Mm-hmm.
which he's a good linebacker. But I can see you carving the defense. But offense, come on now,
Josh
Josh Allen,
Allen is cold brother, man.
Josh Allen, you could put anything against Josh Allen. You could give him a D3 wide receiver. He can still make him into a Hall of Famer. Just off about to say, just off what he can do alone. Just off what he can do alone. That's not mention he's six. Just like mention he's 6'6", 250 pounds. Tough as shit. Tough as shit.
Well,
He can take a bump. He can take a bump. He can run. He can run. Get you to touch. He can run it in. He can throw it in. It ain't nothing that man Josh Allen can't do. We got the clear MVP and Josh Allen right there. Right there.
so here's the thing also. Let me say this. Lamar Aloysius Jackson. That's not his name. I'm just saying it's Aloysius. But that ain't his name. His name is Lamar Jackson. Here's the thing with Lamar. I love Lamar Jackson. I think I call him Michael Vick 2.0 all the time. My thing is with Lamar, he's starting to get a label of being a choke artist. Because you come to these big games, bro, and for some reason, why did they stop running the ball yesterday? Can
Exactly.
you explain that to me, bro?
You got a
Because
all. You
you
got a
got
damn near
Derrick Henry, bro.
King Henry. Did you see? Oh, okay. Do you see what? Do you see what the Eagles did with Saquon Barkley?
Yes,
205 yards, two touchdowns. That I'm about to say. What's the name? Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley is like the damn T-Move version of Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry.
but
You mean to tell me they can do? You mean to tell me they can do what Josh should have did?
see, that's exactly what I'm saying, bro. How is it that you got Derrick Henry? Can't nobody tackle Derrick Henry head on. I'm gonna just tell you that right off the bat. But what it is, John Harbaugh has a problem with running the ball. I don't know what his issue is. Even when he had Ray Rice, he didn't run the ball a lot. And you had one
Nope.
of the best backs in the league at the time. But you would not
Mm-hmm.
run the ball like that. Why?
Nope.
I don't know why this dude don't run the ball. You take the
Nah, Ray
pressure off
Lewis.
Lamar.
I
He
remember
doesn't.
that year because Ray Lewis had to cuss his ass out. He's like, man, what the
Yeah,
fuck? He's
and
like, man, what the fuck?
that's what made him start running the ball because fools was coming up to him. Every Ray, all the dudes on the offense, like, bro, why you not running the ball? What is the problem? But this is the issue that's always happened with John. I'm not gonna completely blame Lamar for that loss. I'm not gonna completely blame him because Mark Andrews dropped the ball wide open,
I'm about to say, key
fumbling the
plays at that.
ball. I'm not gonna just blame him. I'm not gonna just blame Lamar like that. However, at the same damn time, run the ball. You have one of the best backs in the league, if not the best back in the league.
Exactly.
Like, that's crazy you don't run the ball. That's weird. Not to mention the fact, like you said, Saquon ain't no slouch. He just was on the wrong team. I been knew that dude could ball. He just wasn't on the right team. He was on the Giants. Who cares about the
He proved
Giants? Nobody cares
he
about the
showed. I'm
Giants.
about to say he showed up. He showed us what we already knew about the New York Giants, man.
Right.
They ain't shit. They ain't
They
shit.
ain't said it ain't gonna be shit.
I'm about to say here it is. You didn't want to pay Saquon. You didn't want to pay Saquon what he wanted to be paid. Here it is. He ran 2,000 yards, and all y'all could do is just 20 on thumbs. Like, well,
But y'all paid that quarterback that you got rid of. Here's the problem.
106,
Here's the issue.
166 million.
Here's the issue. First of all, this is the problem I got. I just seen this video where the GM of the Giants was in his office with his son. And he was talking to his son. He was like, hey, who should we get draft? Who should we get? Who should, you know, this and that, and who should we this and that and this and that. His son told him, don't get rid of Saquon and go draft Jane Daniels. No, you couldn't do that. You couldn't do that because that's too much like right. First of all, sometimes you got to listen to the kids because the kids be knowing more than you. You clearly don't know how to run football. Whoever the GM is at the Giants don't know football. You got to have guys in. When you got a football team, you got to have guys that know football. The reason the 49ers changed around so quickly is because we got guys that know football. We got John
Exactly.
Lynch. The dude is an all-pro, a Hall of Famer, and he won a Super Bowl. You got to know, you got to have guys that know. Kyle Shanahan been to several Super Bowls, knows how to run an offense, knows how to do certain things when it comes, a wizard when it comes to drawing up plays, even though he gets in his way sometimes too. But you got to have guys like that. The Giants, I don't know what the hell they were thinking with Saquon, but the Eagles better thank them. They better send him $1 million because without him, I don't even see them going as far as they did.
I already know what they're gonna do. They're gonna send him that Super Bowl ring. He probably
Yeah,
go walk into their. He probably go walk into their front office, sit that Super Bowl ring on their desk. Like, there you go, bitch. Now that's what you could have got. I bet that's what you could have got me. That's what you could have
before we get out
got
of
if you
here,
would have
though,
paid
bro.
me.
Before we get out of here, I gotta say this first. Before we get up out of here, I gotta talk about the Chiefs real quick. That was some baby back bullshit, and everybody knows.
Hey, what old boy? Hey, wait, what old boy say out the longest yard? What's the
Yeah,
name? Cheeseburger Eddie.
yeah,
Man, that's some Mac bullshit.
that's some bullshit because it was. Listen, everybody been saying it the whole weekend. Troy Aikman even was saying it when they were calling the game. They were like, "Yeah, what is this? What is this penalty? What is this helmet to helmet? The man is sliding. He's a runner. You're not allowed to tackle him. What are we doing?" And then it's blatant now. Like bro, it's so blatant now with the referees and KC. Everybody calling it now. Everybody like, come on, man. Come on, man. I'm not taking nothing away from Kansas City.
Especially that one hit when Patrick Mahomes was sliding and both of them
That's
players
what
collided with each other.
I'm
They called it
saying.
unnecessary roughness.
That's
Man, if you don't get
wild.
it,
That's
what you
wild.
say?
Can you
It
hear me?
is. That's what I'm like, man. What the fuck? That's what I'm like, man. What the hell wrong with y'all, man? I'm like,
That's wild.
we clearly looking at this, man. Look, had the Texas, I'm about to say the Texans would have beat the Chiefs
Mm,
if it wasn't for the refs going their way. I'm
yeah.
about to say they all knew that.
Because to be honest with you, not taking nothing from Kansas City. Kansas City is a fantastic organization. They got fantastic players. Patrick Mahomes, to me, I'm up in the air when it comes to Patrick Mahomes because I tell people all the time I don't see all that extra that everybody else be seeing. I see him make plays. I see him do things. However, I'm not here. I'm not going to blow smoke up his butt. I don't think he all that great to me. That's just me.
Nah,
But,
hold. I beg your pardon on that one now.
okay, go ahead, bro.
I beg your pardon on that one now. Let's not get this. Now let's not get this wrong. Patrick Mahomes, his second season, won the MVP. I'm about to say second season. I'm about to say I seen flashes. I'm about to say we knew after his second season. Now Mahomes is great. Now he's a lay. I'm about to say let's not get it wrong. Mahomes definitely going to the Hall of Fame. 3 Super Bowl rings, 3 MVPs. I'm about to say he putting up LeBron numbers.
Hey.
Now I'm about to say at times I can say you can't question Patrick Mahomes because you like, bro, why is you making these dumb ass passes? But then again, this is Patrick Mahomes. This is Patrick Mahomes we're talking about. I'm
Is
about to
it
say he
Patrick Mahomes? But see, that's where I question it. Because is it Patrick Mahomes or is it the referees helping you out along the way? Because see,
exactly.
I could go back to the Super Bowl with the Niners. On that very last play when he threw that touchdown, Nick Bosa got held. If Nick Bosa doesn't get held, Mahomes gets sacked.
He definitely did. They definitely did help, and they did call it.
He got held. Especially Bosa. Bosa got double teamed. He got ripped and thrown. Jersey grabbing, throwing up. It was
He
wild.
got held.
That's the thing. They call what they want to call when it comes to Mahomes. And that's the problem that I have. It takes away from his greatness because the refs are on the payroll.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only problem I got. You can't consider yourself to be a great quarterback like I say with Tom Brady. Yeah, Tom Brady put up great stats. He's a great quarterback. I love Tom Brady. But I also know the fact that this man deflated balls. I also know that his kickers won Super Bowls for him. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
Vinatieri. Oh, what's old boy named Adam Vinatieri? He won 3 of them. I'm about to, I know it for a
Ever
fact he won
had
3
like
of them.
1 Super Bowls.
Adam Vinatieri, I know for a fact he won 3 of them.
Yeah,
Peyton Manning, ask him how he got his first Super Bowl ring. Adam Vinatieri. In the NFC,
that's
in
what
the
I'm telling
AFC
you.
champion, in the AFC championship game, Adam Vinatieri kicked that 55-yard field goal. Oh hell yeah!
That's what I'm saying. Vinatieri cold. Vinatieri one of the coldest kickers ever. Dude got like 4 Super Bowls off his leg alone. But that's what I'm
Exactly. I'm about to
saying.
say,
It's
oh
like
yeah. He
you
said, I'm about
can't.
to say, oh yeah.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't. When it
Shit,
comes to greatness,
that other Super Bowl they won with Seattle. Shit,
mhm.
Tom Brady can even tell you that was Michael Butler that won him that Super Bowl because of Pete
No,
Carroll,
that was Pete Carroll giving them a
And
damn.
I still, and you
Yeah,
know, right now to this day, I still question, and just like you say,
bro.
why Baltimore didn't run with Derrick Henry, it's the same thing I say with why
Let me
Pete Carroll didn't.
say something to you. I'm still sitting here. There's 2 events in the NFL that I'm still waiting for to happen the right kind of way. And that's why the hell don't you run the ball with Marshawn Lynch on the 1 yard line? Because ain't nobody finna stop him. Ain't nobody goes to Marshawn? Beast? Stop it. Why you didn't run the
I about to say they
ball
must.
on the one
I about
yard
to say they
line?
must not remember. They must not remember the Beast Quake when that motherfucker three defenders try to grab his ass and then not
Bro,
man one of them could take him down.
I'm going to tell you what happened with Pete Carroll in that situation. What happened was Pete Carroll was trying to make Russell Wilson the hero. That's what happened. And he couldn't. You don't throw the ball on the 1 yard line. He know that. Everybody in the world know that. Pee Wee football players know that. Then the other one is Tom Brady fumbled that ball in the Raider game and they didn't call it. They said it was the tuck rule.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
That's
And they called it tough rule.
started the whole
I remember
dynasty.
that. I remember
If
that.
they get that call right, there's no dynasty.
I
I'm
remember
telling you
that.
right now, there's
I
no dynasty.
remember that.
There's no
I
dynasty.
remember that tough rule.
And not to mention the
But
fact, how do you go how you go undefeated, Tom Brady? How you go undefeated and get beat by
I was
Eli
just,
Manning, the worst of the Manning quarterbacks? You
I
get
was
beat by Eli Manning.
no the worst of the nine, bro. Go back and look at the Wikipedia, bro. The worst out of all the Mannings was their daddy Archie
Oh yeah, Archie
Manning.
terrible. Jesus.
Archie
Good
Manning
gracious.
was terrible. Peyton was good.
Peyton is
Peyton,
the
we
truth.
already know, Hall of
Archie's
Famer.
Archie's
Eli,
gonna be great.
Eli,
Arch Manning?
oh yeah,
No, go ahead, bro.
about
Go
to
ahead.
say Eli Manning, Hall of Famer. Cooper Manning, had he not fucked his back up, oh shit, he'd have been one of the greatest
Go.
quarterbacks that ever lived.
Mm-hmm.
But they daddy Archie Manning, oh no,
Trash.
man, I'm about to say
Pure trash. No,
pure trash. I'm
I
about to
don't I
say
don't I don't I don't disapprove of what you said. He was trash. But I'm gonna tell you who gonna be a good quarterback, and you just got to give him a minute. It's Arch Manning.
Oh man, I
Arch
seen in
gonna
that Texas. That's who
be
they
better
should
than
have played.
Eli and Peyton.
That's who they should have played instead of Quinn Ewers, because he wasn't doing shit.
Ewers was a senior. That was the only reason they was trying to let him have his little glory moment and all that. And he going to the league. Arch finna take over, and you finna see a whole different football team after that. Watch what I
Man,
tell you.
I'm looking forward to I'm looking forward to next year, bro. For
Arch
real,
Manning is cold, bro. I'm telling you. I seen him play in high school.
man.
I watched some of his high school games. I was like, this dude is cold.
Man, bro, the real deal for real. But man,
Yeah, let's get up
it's
out
time
of
to
here.
wrap it on here. Time to go on here, wrapping on up, man. Great
Yeah,
topic
yeah.
today. Great topic today, man. And it's like I
Yes,
said, man,
sir.
we appreciate y'all, man. We appreciate all the likes, the shares, the comments, man. And if y'all don't, man, follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, man. We just want to say thank y'all. God bless y'all. Happy New Year's, man. And as we always say, man, gone.
Man, gone.